welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Yes, I'm still on that fall kick and I am not going to apologize for it. So I have been seeing these wooden like grapevine wreath forms from Hobby Lobby for a really long time. So I finally decided to do a wreath with one. And I got some of these wooden beads, so let me show you how I put it all together. It was so much fun. Well, welcome back. I am so excited. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave the link down below. But I like to share my stories when I go shopping. And one of the days that I went shopping, I was at Hobby Lobby. And I've seen this for several years at Hobby Lobby, and I've never done anything with it. I've seen other crafters like put fabric behind it and just make it beautiful. And I thought I want to kind of take this kind of like grapevine wreath frame and kind of make it my own and kind of do something different that maybe we haven't seen before. And what is one of the other things I always show you in my story? So again, if you're not following me on Instagram, go on over there and make sure you're following me. I love the beads that you get at Hobby Lobby during Christmas and fall. And the reason why I do is because you get such a great value for all these really pretty wooden beads. They are $9.99, but like right now they're 50% off. So I pay $5 for like 5 foot, no, it's a 6 foot of garland, 72 inches of this wooden beads, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take these wooden beads and we're gonna cut them off of the strand here. And then I got some of this really thick wire. Now you can get, if you already have wire, just use what you have. This is 20 gauge and I bought this because it's a vintage bronze color. I don't know if you can see that, but I did find that at Hobby Lobby as well. But I'm going to take off about 6 foot of this and I'm going to cut this. So I'm going to get this off the roll here, and then we're going to start threading the beads onto the wire so that we can use it on our frame here. So let me cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my long beads here, right? And I'm going to take one end here and we're just going to wrap it around our finger and we're just going to make it so that we can't go past it, okay? So just do a little curly Q here so that once I start putting the beads on, it won't go past that. That's all I do, okay? And then I'm going to just cut these beads. Now, if you want to just keep them on the strand, that's fine. I just kind of feel like when I make this wall hanger or wreath or whatever you want to call it, it's just kind of a different form of a wreath actually, that it's going to be a lot easier to work with is my thinking. All right, so now that we've got that, we're going to take the one end and we'll just put this on the ground. And this is as easy as it's going to get, guys. You could get your kids to help you, but just fill this up. I did cut this about 7 foot and I'm going to fill it at least, you know, I'm going to add a few from the extra roll that I got here, or the extra strand, not roll, but just go ahead and fill this up and then we'll be right back. Okay, so you see I've got it on the wire. Now I want to make sure that here's something you need to think about. You need the wire to bend and you don't want to like pull these really tight and then make it, because then they might not bend the way that you want. So I'm going to let it have just a little bit of a gap, not too much, okay? Just a little bit, all right? All right, so I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to wrap it around. Don't wrap it too tight. Don't want to lose circulation, but I think you understand what I'm saying. You could use a pencil for this, okay? All right, so then that way it gives us a little bit of give, but at the same time I can wrap it even tighter and we can make it looser if we need it, okay? We're just twisting it. All right, so now let's get our frame here. So you're just gonna decide which side you want as the front. I think I want this side as the front. You can do this one of two ways. You can glue this on, which is what I'm going to do. Or if you want to take little snips of this wire, or even like maybe brown pipe cleaners, and you could attach it maybe every like 4 or 5 beads, you could do it that way. But I'm just going to take my glue gun, because this is what I had envisioned, was that I could, by putting it on the wire, it would make it a little bit easier for us to use. So let's actually do this. I think this is the bottom. Okay. So I'm gonna start up here at the top, all right? And we're just going to do the perimeter of our pumpkin because I have some more stuff that I wanna put here, and I'm just gonna grab my glue gun and just start it like so. Now, if you're worried about the glue, this is, oops, I put a lot of glue there, Julie, oops, we'll see. This is the Gorilla Glue sticks, and so you're just gonna kind of start the process, and then you're just gonna hold this and then add some more glue, and just until you get it all the way around, okay? So this is gonna take a little bit of time, but that's okay. And I think it'll look really pretty. And I'm hoping the fact that we put it on the wire makes it a little bit easier, but we will see. I think it's gonna help the shape and the look. But I just love fall. I don't know about you guys, but I love fall. So I'm just gonna keep gluing, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go, let me show you here. We're gonna go all the way around here, and then I'm gonna get to the bottom of the pumpkin and go all the way to the top and end it right here. So go glue your beads onto your wreath form. Okay, so I'm at the end here of the first go around, and I'm not sure if we have enough to cover both of these, but what I do know is we have enough to at least cover maybe the outside one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these because I have too many beads here. So you probably could do actually less than one garland of these beads. And what I'm finding is that you're just gonna have to hold this down. It's just gonna take you a little bit. It's not impossible. If you wanna do like the pipe cleaner way, then give that a try and just, you know, go in between. But I didn't want pipe cleaner showing, so I thought I'm gonna try it this way, and I still think it looks really pretty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this actually about here. Let me find my cutters. All of my tools, again, you hear me say this every time, are on Amazon. I have an Amazon shop, and the link is in the description box below. All right, so I'm gonna cut those, and I'm going to take these off. All right, so we have some extra there, and then I'm just going to wrap it around the actual grapevine here, and make sure it comes up. Where's it at? I can't see it because it matches. All right, okay. So now that we've got that secured, I'm going to go ahead and make another garland with the wood beads because I bought 2 of these, and then we're gonna come back and I'm going to glue, I think this outer edge, I think we should have enough for that one. So when I come back, I'll start here. I'll glue it all the way around this section, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay, so I strand or wired up the rest. So what would I do if I were to do this again? I would probably put both beads on one strand and just keep going so I didn't have to stop here, but it's really not a big deal because we're gonna put some leaves or something there anyway. So I'm just gonna start here. I'm gonna go on the outside, and we are going to go all the way up and then come back down and go across, okay? So when I get to this point, I may need to clip the beads and start it over again. We'll see. So when I get here, I'll make sure to come back and show you, but you're just gonna do the same thing. You're just gonna keep adding glue and just be patient. That's all there is to it. Be patient, and you'll make a beautiful wooded beaded pumpkin here. So I'm really excited about this one. I just love the look of the pumpkin, and I love the look of these wooden beads. And you could even paint these. I did get some like a varnish that you can get, and you could paint the beads. You could do whatever you want. So that's what I like about this. This is just kind of like be creative and just make it beautiful. So I'm gonna keep gluing, and I'll be back to when I get to this point. You'll understand when I show you. So I just added some more glue here, and we literally have just, it was like, I don't know, it's just like it was meant to be this project because, and as you can see, I'm kind of like, this is why I like the wire here because it just kind of helps hold its structure a little bit better. It's as if these 2 strands of beads fit this project perfectly. And I thought I was gonna have to cut this and just, you know, kind of like make it seam through here, but I don't think I need to. I think this is gonna work just perfectly. So I'm just gonna keep adding more glue here, And again, this is the patience part, guys. This is going to take you a little bit to do, all right? Again, if you want to use wire or, you know, pipe cleaners, you could do that too. But I'm just trying to do with what I originally thought in my head would be a good way. So if you find a better way to do this, maybe let me know. I would love to hear your feedback. As crafters, we all do things differently, and that's okay. And sometimes you might see me do something and be like, well, you could have done it that way, and that's okay. You know, we all do differently, and that's okay. So I'm just going to keep gluing that here, and I'm just going to end it like right there. It literally, that's all the beads. So I'm going to just keep gluing it, and then we'll work on the next step. But this is a simple project, but I think it's going to be really cute. All right, so I'm kind of unwinding some of my wire here. Make sure I don't pull it up. And I'm going to take actually one of these little beads off because I don't need it, but I kind of made a little knot here. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these beads off, and then I'm just going to kind of wrap it around the frame and the bead and just kind of go around like that. All right. And then I'm going to go through here and look at my design, and I think it's super cute. I don't know. I think it's cute. It's not perfect, but nothing's ever perfect, and that's okay. We don't need it to be perfect. So I think it's super cute. I love how it's turning out. So now we've got some stuff to put up here. So let me go grab my leaves and kind of, I have a really pretty flower I want to add, and let's finish this up. Okay, so the wreath already has one of these little pieces of jute already on it, so you can use that. You can cut it off and use this itself, but I'm just going to leave this piece on. And now I'm going to take just some leaf branches that you can get. Again, these all came from Hobby Lobby, and everything's 50% off now in the fall, so make sure you go on over there. So instead of going on the top, I want to kind of bring them in through the beads, so to speak. So I want it to kind of pop through the beads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. All right, got one there. So let's do another one back here. I'm holding it all together. Let's maybe bring this one up, because again, we don't want to, you know, block all the beautiful beads that we've got going on here. All right, so I like how that looks. Do you like it? And then I have these lighter color leaves as well. And I've got these that I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these. So let's take a piece of wire here. I'm going to just take a piece of this brown wire. Where did my cutters go? There they go. And I'm going to cut a piece, and then I'm just going to I'm going to go put it through those beads, okay? And then I'm going to take it to the back here, and I'm going to tie it. So I have both of these on here now. And then, okay, tie it really good. And then I'm going to just kind of put it back in there. All right. Now, we've got some sticking out here, so we need to either wrap it around the grapevine, like so. I can put it through there. Or you need to cut it. It just depends on how it lands, all right? So right there, I didn't need to cut anything. This is actually part of the wreath. So let's pull this back over. So I think that's really pretty. So let's cut some of these, and then we're just gonna kind of glue these, what do you call them? Just more natural looking leaves in. And again, just do whatever you want. I just love fall. I love decorating for fall. I love how it looks. I like the colors. The colors seem really rich right now. The things that are in style, it's just like, I don't know, they're just muted. They kind of remind me of the 80s. The rust colors and blues and all that. I don't know if you remember, but I remember when my mom decorated her home, and those were colors that she used. So I just kind of like those colors making a comeback right now. So I'm going to just kind of put this in here. Just put it underneath. All right. So I think that's really pretty. So what you can also do is you can keep adding leaves through here if you want to, but I just want to put a few. You might add one more layer of this. Let's see here. Maybe just kind of have it going through here. I kind of like that actually. Maybe add a few more through here. So I'm going to take another piece of my wire here. Actually, let's cut a new one. And again, I'm going to go through those wire beaded beads here. All right, so the more I look at this, the more I change my mind, okay? I just do. That's me. You know me, all right? And I was going to put it up here, and you could do that. You could put something up there like that, but the more I look, I think I just want to put it down here so that we get the full length and view of the pumpkin. So I'm just going to pop these tags off, and we have sort of like a sunflower, I'm not sure, daisy look. And then I got this big pipe, I'm just gonna call it pipe cleaner, pine cone, and I'm just gonna kind of put this through here. And then we can, all right, there we go. And I'm just bending it in here. And then we can move it. So I just put it in there and I bent it. I didn't use any glue, all right? And then I just thought this was really pretty. This is what I talk about when I feel like the rust colors have kind of made this come back. So I just want to kind of have that come out to the side here. And again, I'm just going to find a spot there where we can just bend it onto the frame. Might be good to take a pipe cleaner. No, not a pipe cleaner. What am I thinking? A zip tie, actually. And I'm going to go through some of the grapevine pieces here that I can get under. Sometimes they don't want to work. Sometimes you got to work with it. You got to make it work. Okay, there we go. I'm going to cut that one off. All right, let's turn it over. All right, still want, see, I can just put those leaves and they're going to cover all that up. And then I'm just going to take my flower here and I'm just going to glue it in here because we're at the bottom. And we're going to do this. I need another glue stick. Ah, just got glue on my leaf too. Okay, can we get that? Let's do that. We're going to have to cover that one up, aren't we? Okay, there we go. So I think that's really pretty. I don't know what kind of, what do you think that flower is, guys? Is it just a flower, a fall flower? And then I'm just gonna kind of bring my leaves down a little bit and just kind of play with it. But I think it's super cute. Okay, so right in the middle of filming me talking about this, my camera stopped. That happens, it's okay. Did you guys know that I film with just my iPhone? So if you're ever wondering, what do you film with on YouTube? Just my iPhone, that's it. But listen, I went ahead and I unraveled the wire and then I just wrapped it through there to kind of let that look a little bit more cohesive. You kind of can't see the whole thing here, but I think it's super cute. If you made it this far, number one, thank you. If you see like little twigs coming out, just trim them up. That's all you got to do. But listen, you can make this design any way you want. You can take some, I was originally going to add a little bit of paint or stain. Actually, let me show you what I was going to use. I got this from the back. It's called a color wash tint, and it's this like metallic old bronze is what it was called, and I was going to just kind of put some on it, but I just love the natural look of the beads, so I'm going to keep it this way. But this is an idea. It's $2.99. It's back near the paints section at Hobby Lobby. But listen, if you made it this far, number one, because I told you guys, are you following me on Instagram? If you're not, go over to Instagram, follow me. Are you on my email list? I always have this link down in the description box. Get on my email list. I do more than just YouTube videos. So if you want to know what's going on in Julie's Wreath Boutique world, make sure you're on my email list. Make sure if you made it through the video that you leave me some sort of fall leaf in the comments, okay? And let me know, where would you put this? Now, I think I would probably put this on my front door. I think this would be just fine, but where would you put this in your house? So I've been wanting to use this for a long time, and now I have, and I'm so glad I did. So I hope you like this really cute like pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. You can get all the stuff there. So I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.